Hi guys, it's me Samantha here today with another video. So I just wanted to do a kind of get ready with me situation. I have some products here that are new to me and an eyeshadow palette I'm really excited to play with. I got the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin Palette, and I have some other things that are not brand new but new to me that I wanted to play with, and I just thought I would do a little chit chat kind of get ready with me situation. If you're new to my channel, my name is Samantha and I make makeup videos primarily, and if you like those types of videos, please be sure to subscribe and let's get started. So I have been kind of MIA a little bit because it's been quite the challenge lately managing my schedule and feeling motivated to do videos because of remote learning for my children. It's just been really crazy experience dealing with all of this new stuff in the world going on, including the remote learning. And it actually was a really painful experience for my son, who's gonna be 7 soon. So we just decided a couple days ago that we are gonna homeschool the kids. We actually took them out of school, which was something I never thought that I would do, but needed to do. It was just absolutely crazy. So we're just gonna jump in and stop chatting. But I've never used the NYX Angel Veil, and I was kind of curious about it. It says it's a skin perfecting primer, and it's very viscous and white, so we'll see. Yeah, so life has been a little strange, needless to say, trying to figure out all this stuff. We started out doing the remote learning with the school year, and my oldest, who's 11, she's in 6th grade, she's really bright, and she's really great at doing the remote learning. But it's tough for small children. I don't know what they were really thinking. I feel like they made the schedule for adults and really not for kids. Like they made the schedule for the teachers to like ensure that they're working all day and not really thinking about the children. I'm just drinking some Fresca. I don't know. I don't know. So I have the Uma Beauty foundation in Honey T2W, and I think this is a little light for me right now, but this is a new product, the Flower Heat Wave Bronzing Essence, and you can add this to a foundation to kind of like darken it. They call it bronze, the foundation, but essentially you're just giving it some pigment. So I'm gonna try this. This is new to me, but I didn't want to buy another shade because I already have a darker one. I just put like 1 drop. Maybe I should put 2. So yeah, it was a crazy experience. I don't know how they I also have a 5-year-old who, she wasn't struggling so much with it, but I mean, it was kind of ridiculous what they were expecting of the kids. So the kids are expected to sit in front of the computer for 6 hours of the day with a 15-minute break in the morning, a half an hour lunch break, and then a 15-minute break in the afternoon, which is crazy to me to have a child sitting in front of the computer that long. And you know, half of the time the kid is just sitting there waiting for the teacher to finish troubleshooting everything on their end. And then the other like crazy thing is then, you know, normally if they were in this is going to turn out into like a parenting rant video, but I'm sure a lot of you guys out here feel me. So you know, if they were in person in class, these kids would do their assignment, and then the teacher would walk around the room to all the little tables and check their work, and they could like chat with the buddy next to them or whatever. And in the meantime, till the teacher comes around to their table, right? But now that they're doing remote, the kid has to sit there while the teacher checks every single kid's work. And he's like, you know, they're like, Miranda, show me your work. And Charlie, show me your work. And your kid's sitting there waiting for their name to be called. And there's about 25 kids in this chat. And, you know, some kids aren't there when the teacher's calling them. Some of them are not paying attention. They're muted. They're not muted when they're supposed to be muted. It's a mess, right? And to top it off, your kid starts to lose interest because he's bored of sitting there and just like waiting for his turn forever and a day. I don't know that I like this. It still looks kind of, well, it matches my neck. All right, we're gonna roll with it. So they wait and they wait and they lose interest and they start fooling around. And then by the time the teacher calls and asks for them, they're no longer paying attention. So then your kid is the kid that's like not with their volume up or whatever, like not in camera, or they're jumping up and down in their seat. And then they're frustrated because, you know, you'll say to them like, hey, Ezra, like, aren't you supposed to be paying attention? You're like jumping all over the place, acting like a madman. And he's like, no, the teacher's figuring out this thing. And then to top it off, you peek right into the Zoom. You like put your little head in the camera and you see the teacher's like holding up this thing, and she's like, can you see this? And it's blinding them. They can't see. It's like a white shiny like dry erase board. No one can see that. And meanwhile, my son has like little to no vision in his right eye as it is. He can't see anything. So needless to say, the whole thing just really stressed us out. Also, they expect like a 5 and a 6-year-old to like sign out of this Zoom meeting and go into your gym Zoom meeting, and then sign out of your gym Zoom meeting and then go log into art class. And then like, so okay, they can't do that by themselves. So then the entire time you're doing it for them and you can't get any work done yourself. And you're in the middle of a meeting and they're like, I can't find my counters, or I can't find this thing. Can you help me? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing because I was fooling around. It just ended up being so stressful. And I'm not home all the time. So my husband was taking the brunt of it, and it was just a nightmare. It was a nightmare. I come home every day. He was crazy stressed out. I'm home a couple days a week, and I was stressed out. And I keep, you know, I don't blame him. It was a ridiculous plan that they have for these kids. So yeah, it's been really crazy, like first 2 weeks. And so we just decided it would be best for us to purchase a curriculum online and just try at it ourselves and see, like, we can't do any worse than what they're getting right now. And I mean, because of, you know, everything with COVID going on, you can't, you know, I don't want to send my kids to school either. So they're not offering that option in the near future, I'm pretty sure. We just thought, even if they did offer that as an option, it's like, my kid would get sick all the time just from the stupid common cold running around school. Last thing I need is for him to come home with COVID and, you know, my mother to get sick or something like that. So yeah, we just bit the bullet. It was the most stressful day of my life when we submitted that paperwork, because I was scared and nervous. I knew it was the right thing to do, but it just felt really strange to be like, I'm taking my kids out of school and I'm gonna homeschool them. But I mean, essentially we were homeschooling anyway, and it was incredibly stressful. So that has been what's going on in my life. And yeah, I purchased this NYX High Glass Finishing Powder in the shade Medium. I have the highlighter and I've had this a while. I really enjoy this. When I purchased this, they did not have the finishing powder, so I finally picked that up. So we'll see how this looks all over the face. I'm a little scared because it looks a little shiny like a highlighter, but we're gonna see how this looks. And I really didn't know what to expect from this powder, so I just got the shade Medium, and I look a little washed out. Okay, I don't know if that looks any better. This is what my skin looks like so far, which I think looks really, really good. And it's not glittery or anything. I like that. It gives like a subtle kind of glow. Alright, I'm going to keep playing with that. And then I wanted to use, I've purchased lately so many BH cosmetic products because after I tried the Saint Tropez palette, I was obsessed with their formula. I haven't tried any of their face palettes, and I really wish they had some of their products in singles. I'm not crazy about face palettes. So I just finally bit the bullet when I purchased the Blueberry Muffin. I purchased the Belgian waffles. I'm a little nervous because, to be honest, the like bronze shades in here, let me take off the cellophane. It's taped on. The bronze shades don't really look like they will show up, but I'm hopeful. Because the display I saw at Ulta a while back looked a little darker, so I wasn't sure. You know, sometimes you have to play with things a little bit to like kind of see. So yeah, these two bronzing shades they look like they're my skin tone, so I'm not that optimistic, but the highlighting like shades in here look beautiful. So can't tell which one's warmer, batter or cinnamon. Definitely cinnamon. So we're gonna go on with cinnamon, which is this top right one. Yeah, so we were just so stressed out. I was like, I don't know if that's showing up. Yeah, I was feeling horrible for my husband, and because I felt like, oh, it's showing up a little bit. Very subtle. Because, you know, he was trying to like get work done and function, but like really couldn't because he was home with the kids. It's not doing enough. I'm gonna keep trying it though. And then my husband was like, super judgy about the quality of the video. Like Google Meets, they use Google Meet for everything. The quality of the video production from the teacher's end, because my husband does video production for work, and he was just like, they don't have enough high enough quality, the kids can't see, they need better cameras, they need better and I'm like, yeah. Some of them were teaching from home, probably because they were maybe like higher risk than some of the other teachers. As far as health wise, it seemed like some of the older teachers were working from home, and then some of the younger ones were working from the school building. So it just wasn't working, and I felt like I had to do what was right for us, and it felt weird even doing that. It bronzed a little bit, not a lot. I'm gonna just roll with that. I brought out my, this is not new, my Tower 28. This is not new, my Tower 28 Beach Please Golden Hour blush. This is a cream blush, and I love it. That is crazy orange. Why did I just do that? I went absolutely ham. Alright, so we're gonna go back into this, and I don't know what highlight I want to use. I think I'm gonna use syrup. Let's just swatch them. So this is powdered sugar, syrup, and maple. And there's like almost 0 to no difference between powdered sugar and syrup, but I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna swipe them on my hand, swatch them on my hand, and see if we can get a little bit more of a difference. It's tiny bit more golden, but I mean the difference is not enough for me to be like 3 different shades, but okay. I'm gonna find a, we're gonna go into syrup. I think that's good. It looks natural enough. And then we're gonna go into the pièce de résistance. I don't even know if I said that right. The blueberry muffin palette. I think the packaging is so cute. To get the little sleeve, and this is what she looks like. I'm gonna go a little bit warmer just because it's fall time. Everybody's looking for fall eyeshadow and suppose, so I'm gonna give it to you. Let me just find a good brush. We're gonna use my V5 from BH Cosmetics, and I'm gonna go in with the shade 350, which is a chocolate brown, and I might tap a little bit of fluffy in there just to bring it down a little bit. I can hear my kids having a fit upstairs. It seems like that happens every time Daddy is in charge. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit closer. I love their eyeshadow formula. Like, at this point, I don't see that there's going to be anything about this palette that I'm not going to like. Alright, so I think I'm going to go in next with Decadent, which is the really dark brown here in the corner, with a smaller brush. If I could find one. Here we go. What's this? The Luxie 121. And I'm going to go just right here in the outer corner, and then a little up into the crease. And then I'm going to go back in with that other brush and just make sure they're blended. And then I'm going to go in with Tempting. It is this gorgeous blue right here. It is super bright and gorgeous. So we're gonna go in with that with our finger all over the lid. That is, it packs a punch. So I'm gonna just take the first brush, I'm not adding any product on it, and I'm just dusting the edges over just a little so that they're a little bit more blended. And I'm gonna go back in with the little Luxie brush, add a little bit more of that Decadence. To kind of like overlap with the blue so it looks nice and blended. And then take a little bit of that 360 with Fluffy and go over that. I think that looks super pretty. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with, I really want to use this really pretty matte blue. It's called So Good. So I'm gonna use that on the lower lash line, and then I'm gonna use Delish to kind of, so I'm gonna use this flat brush here to add So Good to my bottom lash line. I'm also gonna go into Decadence just a little and overlap it on the just that outside. I'm actually gonna go in, this is my M506, and I'm actually gonna go in with Delish and Fluffy. Now Fluffy is that taupey color. There's some really cool colors in here, like the shade right here, where is it? Here, it's called Yummy. It's like a taupe, but it has like a blue sparkles in it. I don't think it's bright enough to be an inner corner, but just so you know. So these are the shades. This is Sweet. This one's Sweet, this is Cravings, this is Yummy, and this is Crumble. And I think I'm going to take crumble into my inner corner. Alright, so I'm gonna finish the other eye, and I'm gonna do something different and put on some lashes, and then I will be right, oh, and do my brows, Jesus, and I'll be right back. Alright, I did the other eye. I put on some lashes, which is very different for me because I'm not great at lashes. So yeah, we're gonna put on some lipstick and call it a night, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and hanging out with me. I'm going to use my Milani lip pencil in the shade 9 Spice. And I don't usually use a lip pencil, but I'm feeling like all the extra steps today. I don't know. Why not, right? Yeah, so if any of you guys out there have experience with homeschooling and have any tips, please let me know. I did not take my 6th grader out of school because she seems to be handling it just fine. But yeah, if you guys have tips out there, what are you guys doing with your kids? Are they in school? Have you already decided to homeschool because of the whole situation that's going on around the country? My lips are so dry. I'd like to know. We can have a little conversation down there below in the comments, because we need to stick together right now. It's tough times, and yeah, this is the look. It's kind of like a fall look with a pop of blue, if you're cool with that. It's definitely not for the neutral person. I thought I was gonna use browns and be a little bit more neutral, but then this is what happens every time I try to do neutral, is it gets out of hand. But yeah, so if you guys like this look, you like this video, you enjoyed listening to me rant about my children and about remote learning, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you can come back and see more videos with me. And until next time, bye!